running sucks. Or at least that's what I thought for the vast majority of my life. See, I've always been very active. I played tennis for most of my childhood, then kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, and now I'm all in on weightlifting. But running? No, never. So I took the plunge and I committed to 6 months of consistent running training. And at first, it wasn't easy.
I was feeling like carrying a dead weight, and that weight was me.
But now I learned a ton on how to make running suck less. And that's what I'm sharing with you today. Doesn't matter if you are a gym junkie and you want to just add variety to your workout routine, or you just want to get out of the couch because you don't train at all. I think I have something for you. And to prove that I'm not just all talk, I'm gonna run a 5K in under 30 minutes, which honestly feel impossible, considering that back in January my PB personal best was 38 minutes, well over 38 minutes. We'll see at the end of this.
My goodness.
All right, tip number 1, I'm here. Start slow. Seriously, pace yourself. I always underestimated the importance of running slow. In fact, I have to be honest with you. This isn't my first rodeo with running, but I always failed miserably because I push myself too hard. I throw on whatever shoes were handy, take off like a rocket, and then be dead on my feet 20 minutes later, unable to walk for the day after. That's exactly how you learn to hate running. So how do you find your chill pace? You can use a smartphone, a smartwatch if you have one, or you can just pay attention to your breath. If you're unable to hold a conversation while you're running, you're going too fast. It's called conversational pace for a reason, and that's where most of your runs should be, at least at the beginning. I know it's not super exciting, but trust me, it's crucial for letting your body adapt to this new activity and finally start to enjoy this whole running thing. Next tip is be flexible with your schedule. I know it may seem counterintuitive, but the beauty of running is that you can do it basically anywhere, anytime. You don't need much, just a pair of shoes and you're good to go. Don't be too restrictive about your running schedule, especially if you're just starting out. Aim for a set number of runs each week. In the past 6 months, I've run out all hours of the day. Early morning, late night, and even a lunch break when I was feeling stuck with work. That's how I learn which moment of the day is the best for me. So experimenting is key. Plus, most of your run will be around the 30 to 40 minutes mark. If you factor in a stretch and a shower, you are good to go in under an hour. So pretty manageable, especially if you work from home like me. And it's nothing compared to my weightlifting workout, which lasts from 1.5 hours to 2 hours without taking into account the commute and the shower. Once I've been running for a couple of weeks and you start to get the hang of it, you can think about gear. My advice about gear, be smart and start cheap. If you paid attention, you probably gathered some information from your first run. What did you notice? Maybe that your old runner shoes weren't supportive enough on your feet. In fact, the first purchase that I suggest to you is a good pair of running shoes, like it was for me. You don't have to break the bank for it. You can find pretty decent running shoes for under $100, both in store and on Amazon. Usually better on Amazon if you know your size. Don't stress too much about the details of the shoes. All-terrain shoes should be enough if you plan to run both on gravel and asphalt. Once you're feeling more confident about running, find a program. If you don't mind using your phone or your smartwatch, if you have one, you can just download one of the many apps you can find about running, both on the Play Store and on the App Store, both free and paid. Personally, I've been using Runna for the past 6 months and it's been great. It's paid and it actually costs a little, but I highly suggest it. You can find the link in the description below. The way Runna works, but from my experience also other apps work in this way, is that they ask you for a PB, a personal best, usually on the 5K distance. From that point, they build you a plan mixed with long run, short run, tempo run, all the kind of run you can possibly imagine. And then you just have to follow the plan, of course. If you don't have a PB on the 5K, just put your shoes on and go for it, but aim for a manageable time. Don't push yourself to the limits. Let's say 85% of your capacity. Unless you have no other choice, avoid the truck. I know that I'm saying this to you right now from a truck. I don't know if it's just me, but I hate running on a truck. You see the same stuff over and over and over again. I feel like a hamster in a wheel. Instead, you can try different routes, park, trails, or even just a different neighborhood. It makes a huge difference, especially at the beginning of your journey. Personally, I felt like I needed to be stimulated by my surrounding because I wasn't enjoying running that much. A link to this point is that if you have a chance to run in a different city or even a different country, go for it. I always been fascinated by Casey Neistat and his commitment to running even when he was traveling. And now I get it. It's not only commitment. Running in a different city or a different country is super fun. I had the chance to run my first ever 9K in London this year, and it was a blast. The different scenery, environment, people, it was all so energizing. If you have the chance, you should try it. Last but not least tip, music is key. If you listen to the pro runners, they say that you shouldn't listen to music. And they have all the reason in this world to say that. It probably messes up with your pace, you don't learn to keep a cadence, but remember something, we are not here to become programmer. We are here to start to enjoy this activity of running. I suggest you to go to the opposite way and use music as your fuel. I personally went overboard with it, and I made a specific playlist for each type of workout that I do. For example, I don't want to listen to house music when I go running in the morning. On the other hand, when I don't feel like it and I need something to push me, I need some pumping music. So house, in this case, works great. Again, experimentation is key. Put on some headphones, open Spotify or whatever app you use, and find the best music for the right moment. But now, enough talk. It's the time of truth, or the moment of truth. Either way, you get it. I'm going to try to run a 5K in under 20 minutes. So I need to warm up a little, and then I'm going for it. Wish me luck.
Man, it was tough. A lot more than I thought. A lot. But in the end, I've made it. 29:37 seconds. Compared to my previous PB in January, that was 38:40 something, almost 39 minutes. I'm super happy, but I'm wasted. Man, it was hard.